Lab number 1, the very first one we do in the electronics unit, is the lab where we learn about resistors. We're learning a lot more than just resistors. We're also learning how to wire up our different connections. Here I have the 5 different resistors, the 5 different scenarios, all set up so you can compare them all at once. Starting off with the 100 ohm resistor, you can see the brightness of the LED. Moving on to the 220 ohm resistor, then the 470 ohm resistor, 1000 ohm resistor, and then where 2 resistors are hooked up in series, which is 1000 ohm plus 1000 ohms. And you can hopefully see that there's a difference as you move from the smaller numbers to the larger numbers, or in this case the larger numbers, and now we're back to the smallest number, 100 ohm 100 ohm resistance right here. So this LED is hooked up with the 100 ohm resistor, 220 ohm resistor, 470 ohms, 1000 ohms, and the 2 1000 ohm resistors. Okay, I hope everybody can see what the difference is, and that there is a difference. What you need to do when you're hooking up your circuits is make some observations. So there's a chart that you need to fill the brightness of the LED observation in using words like bright, dim, very bright, very dim, dimmest, brightest, to make it clear which setup has the brightest LED and which one has the dimmest. Okay, you also fill in the color code because you've learned about the color codes matching the rating on the resistor. Then you move down to the discussion section, which asks you to put into words what you've observed. Describe the change in brightness of the LED. So can you make it simpler? What is really going on? And do you have any ideas why this is happening? If you don't, we're going to prove through math what's going on. So there's an example of how it works, and our specific circuits are what I want you to calculate. So the voltage we are using is a 9-volt battery, not, as this one has down here, 10 volts. So you're going to have to use 9 volts, and 9 squared is 81, and the very first circuit has a 100 ohm resistor. So if we fill those values in, we have 81 over 100.